guys, and welcome back to my channel. I'm sitting here barefaced Sally right now because I'm here to talk about brows. The inevitable brow tutorials, brow routines. Now, by all means, this might not be your style of brow that you like, but please respect that everyone has their own opinion of what they like on themselves. So I hope you guys really like this video. So let's get and we are up nice and close and personal. Now, the reason why it's taking me so long to do such a requested video, I get nearly asked all the time on my Instagram what products I use and how I use them. A lot of you think it's so cool that my brows are actually naturally blonde, which is, to me, used to be such a thing that I was so self-confident about. I don't care anymore about the color of my brows. So today I'm going to step you through the products that I have found to be my holy grail. Now, I don't classify my brow style to be too Instagrammy or too natural. I feel like it's somewhere in between. Starting off, I always do my brows first before a makeup tutorial or a makeup look. Products. My first product that I use is a brush, spoolie or anything, and just brush through my brows just to, brush them so they're all nice. You can barely see them, but that's why we're doing a brow tutorial. Am I right? Product that I like to have is a angle brush. Now this one here is from Furless Cosmetics, and it is the most sharp, precise angle brush I've ever seen. This is in the number PM1. Yes, it is literally like severe thunderstorming right now, so if you can hear thunder and lightning, just please ignore. Nature is being a little bit rude while I'm trying to film my videos. Brows don't really they don't really grow out all the way. They just kind of stop like here. I'm going to show you guys how I create a brow shape before I go in. So I like to use a brow pencil. Now this is an optional product. I'm not saying this, to me, I don't really notice a difference between it. I just haven't really tried any other brow pencils as of yet. So I've just been using the MAC brow pencil in the shade Blonde. So I use this to draw, like, etching out where my brows are. So I don't like to draw like a brow shape and then fill it in because it looks really harsh. So how I do it to make it look effective but still don't look like a fucking like texture brow but still have definition, this is how I do it. I like to draw a little line right here. So I like to just extend my brow in towards my nose. So I draw a little light line right there. I think that's where people go wrong if that's the brow style that you like. But when you're drawing in the top, there's no way to blend unless you're blending into your brow, right? If you draw a line down the bottom, you can take the product and blend it up for like a nice feathered effect at the front of your brow. At the end of the brow, that's fine. I draw it in, but I like to have a softer edge so it's not like, oh my God, I've just got like Nico on my brow. Then I come down to my tail because that's where I like to extend my brow. So I take it underneath where my natural eyebrow is and I just extend it out like so. Along the top and create the exact same style. The tops of my brows, because I don't have a big arch just because of how my brow naturally is. Being a boy, boys' brows are very straight across. So how I like to get like, that nice brow lift kind of style, I like to really bring that arch up by drawing it in myself. Now this might look a little psycho right now, but once I go and conceal and fix up my brow, it comes into a good shape as just like a little blueprint. That's all I do for drawing the brows on. What I find works the best for me, because I used to go get my brows tinted, but I found it really hard to shape my brows how I wanted when they were really dark. And I think that's what I have learned to love my blonde brows, because I can really go in and make them any shade I like. If you have darker brows, I would just go in with powders. Powders, to me, if they are pigmented enough and how they work, are the best thing to use because you control the pigment and you can make them really nice. Go-to product for me is my Zoeva brow book. Now this bad boy here, I think it's about $45 Australian. You can pick it up at Sephora. I absolutely love the shades in here. You have obviously your brow bone highlights. You have more of a blondie tone if you don't even want definition. I use these most days when I want my boy brow, like I've showed you. And then you have like your darker shades here. Now they are got a couple of warmer tones and a couple of cooler tones. I think they're super versatile. So I like to take the darker shade here and take that on the end of my brow to create that definition. Like to go and take the next shade, which is this lighter taupey shade here, and I just take this lightly, tap off the excess, and I start to blend the tail in with this shade in the middle. I just like to start blending the lighter taupey shade throughout my brow and towards the end. I like to just kind of start taking it through the brow and just really buffing it out. Now, this is my good brow and it always works out really well. This is my bad brow that always fucks me up. And I can guarantee you all have this. He's like the Cinderella and she's like the ugly princess that's turned into a friggin' toad. I do have a couple more steps with my brows and setting and all that fun stuff, but I like to conceal before I go in with my brow gels, which is my ColourPop one, and I'm in the shade is Fair Neutral. So I like to take this on the back of my hand. The problem where I see people go wrong at carving out their eyebrows is you want it to obviously look blended. I see a lot of people come in with a lighter concealer and they like literally put like white lines around their eyebrow. No matter how much foundation you get, when you put your foundation on, you're never going to get close to your eyebrow like you do when you carve it out. So if you go in and use a light concealer around your brow, they're going to stick out like you've got like white little lines around them, even if you've blended as much as you can, because unless you take this through your brows again after carving them out, that's doing 2 double steps when you shouldn't have to, you're gonna have white lines. So take a concealer or take a foundation that is your natural shade that you will use after this so you get a seamless blend. I like to take it underneath my brow, so I like to just kind of carve it out a little bit to just take it underneath my brow. That's where I mainly do the carving out, and on the side, so like here, I only carve out the tip. So I only come up the top of my brow. I come to the front of my brow to conceal. Because the moment that you've got this shadow that's blended out really nicely and you go and put a concealer line through here, then you'll have a block brow even if you have faded color. So try and keep, depending on your brow style, try and keep only carving out the areas you want to be very carved. So that is how I do this side of my brow. I'm now going to show you the products that I'm going to set them with. So I would do both my brows. I would do my foundation to kind of blend everything together. I will go in now with my brow setting gel. Now this is a NYX brow gel in the shade Brunette. Now I like to take this just because it does have a little bit of tint. The product that I do recommend as like a clear version, if you guys don't want to add a little bit more tint to that, it is the Ready Set Brow by Benefit. Now I really like this just because it's a clear coat and it really does lock in your brows. This brow gel is really, really amazing. So I like to just take it in the front of my brow because it does have a little bit of tint. So then I can coat those little blonde hairs in the front and kind of make them a little bit more bushy. And I just push all my front hairs up, and then I come and lay the tail and brows down. So that is literally all I do for my brows. This is a brow routine that I've gone to love. I've gone through so many products. I use Anastasia brow pomades, and this is what I have grown to love, and I absolutely love it. So I'm just gonna do the other eye off camera and then I'm gonna be back for you guys. Alrighty guys, so this is my brows completed. They're never always 100% even. They're just never going to be, because this brow is always a bit different to this brow, which I've grown to love. And I feel like brows are never always honestly 100% the same. They just cannot be the fucking same. Really, really hope you guys enjoyed this brow routine. Make sure you let me know down below anything that you want me to post, from foundations to dry skin to skincare to anything. You guys know I'm really excited for 2018. I have one question for you all. Please leave me what your favorite brow products are down below. I would love to know. Drugstore, high-end, anything. I would love to know what your favorite brow products are. I'm going to be doing a giveaway on my Instagram this week, so make sure you guys follow me on my Instagram. I'm really, really, really freaking excited to, you know, start smashing out my 2018 videos, and I can't wait to share it with you all. So I hope you guys like this video, and if you do, give it a like, and I'll see you in my next video. Bye.